We are off to see G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra, where a group of old people go to a town hall and accost Democrats because they think they're all going to go on Cobra.
Can G.I. Joe stop the town from going to socialized medicine? We'll find out tonight in the epic from the director of
The Mummy.
The Mummy.
The Mummy returns in Van Helsing.
Like the first time you see Wolverine on the screen, or the first time you see, Batman or any of these guys, I get all excited, I get giddy. When I see Snake Eyes, I'm just gonna be like, oh my God, it's Snake Eyes. Oh my God, it's Storm Shadow. I'm just gonna be doing that the whole time.
Storm Shadow.
Storm Shadow, for those who don't know, was in the ninja cult or ninja school with Snake Eyes.
Have you guys ever heard of Storm Shadow?
G.I. Joe, Storm Shadow, Snake Eyes?
I saw the credits on IMDb for this movie, and there's no grunt. All I ever played with was grunt.
I hope Barbecue makes an appearance. Breaker, Dial Tone, Dr. Mindbender. What if Blowtorch is going to make an appearance in G.I. Joe? I hope Blowtorch makes an appearance.
They don't do a public safety announcement after the end credits. They've missed a huge opportunity. I actually did kind of grow up with G.I. Joe, so I'm curious. I like a big production too. You spend some money, I'm gonna go.
What's your expectation?
I expect it to be too much. That's what Stephen Sommers does. It's just too much.
That is what he does.
Can you imagine James Cameron's G.I. Joe? Wouldn't have Dennis Quaid.
No.
Bill Pullman was busy. Actually, Quaid's been around a lot longer, so yeah, he's above Fred Ward.
Do you know all the lyrics to the G.I. Joe thing?
No.
Oh, that's a good question.
American hero, G.I. Joe is there.
It's G.I. Joe against Cobra, the enemy, fighting to save the day.
Hey, do you guys know the G.I. Joe theme song?
I don't know. It's not from the 80s. Isn't Joe G.I. Joe fighting them from head to toe? Something like that?
Do you have any interest in seeing G.I. Joe?
Not really.
All right.
Not a fan of Stephen Sommers.
And here we are, world famous Cinerama Dome, legendary theater, G.I. Joe.
Crockmaster, that was another Joe. It really did. That's
Crockmaster. What are they thinking?
Stephen Sommers, O for career. Did you see G.I. Joe? We just saw it, and no one should want to go and see that movie.
Oh, I did.
Did you see Van Helsing? Did you like that? You won't like G.I. Joe.
That movie had no idea how to be a movie.
Like the people who made it don't watch movies.
If we never stop with the action, well, isn't that what people want in an action movie? It sounds good in theory. What if we never ever stopped to do anything but be action? And in fact, if we need a flashback, we'll just throw that in the middle of battle.
The once great Alan Silvestri,
The once great.
who did the legendary da, da, da,
And-
da, 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 da.
But the score in this is terrible. Tone,
Drums, drums,
tone,
drums, drums, drums,
tone.
drums, drums.
I'm being told that I am excited, and yet I am not. And then just like shouted instructions. That's them slowing down for a second. There's a thing in the thing, and then take the thing to the thing. Aha! Tone.
Drums,
Tone.
drums,
Tone. What a fucking retarded movie.
I'll always give Dennis Quaid the benefit of the doubt, but I gotta tell you something. He was just bombastic throughout. Anytime, like,
We've gotta.
dum, da, da, dum, da, da, drums.
Joes are gonna pull this out.
I'm gonna have a number one with fries.
Tone.
I like a milkshake instead of a soda.
Come on, Joe.
Damn it! I hope that doesn't cost me extra. Again, I'll go back to Die Hard. Remember when McClane and Goodenough are fighting it out? and they're just punching, and he's got chains, and he's like wrapping chains around him. It's like, what do I gotta do to kill this guy?
Yeah.
You know, here they gotta like fly out of a plane and land perfectly into a pose.
Well,
shoot people, you know, in directions that are 90 degrees. You think they were trying to capitalize on some Iron Man stuff? These accelerator suits?
No, I don't even think it's that well thought out. I think it's just stuff. Instead of G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra, it should be called G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe. Here's some shit for you.
G.I. Joe Stuffing Things. G.I. Joe and the Rise of, and then this guy goes over here, and then there's a ship, and then no, hold on a second, look at this screen right here. If we take it, and then we've got to do this.
Are we contradictory because we are saying that there's way too much noise and action, sound and fury, signifying nothing? Yet, when they take a moment and do a love story, we're like, boo! Just go out and kill!
You've picked a perfect movie to analyze this, Paul, because neither was done well in G.I. Joe.
Movie, guys!